local types. One reason why local types, when you're talking about species, are so important is because within one species, you'll have a lot of genetic diversity. These are all locals. A great example of local type. It is an example of how genetic expression can be so different. So this is a tan oak. No, excuse me. Wait, what did I just say? I said tan oak, right? It is a tan oak. Yeah, I was right. How cool is this one? It's like beige and coral on the tips, right? So this one expresses as beige and coral. Then this one is like fully just beige, and it's much smaller. The leaves are tinier, and the new tips are not as tannic, which is what gives it that pink color. And then that one over there has a much bigger leaf and is mint green. Western columbine, look how tall she is. Expresses quite tall, and I've seen them get to be like 3 feet tall. And then look at this little tiny one. It's so little. It's not just a baby, it's actually a nana form, which nana means dwarf usually when you see it in a plant name. So little, so little. And then these weird holes, these weird lines are where a leaf miner insect is inside. If something ain't eating your leaves, you're not gardening correctly. That means I have that bug, and that's a good thing. I love you. This heuchera is a local type from across the river. It came from my friend Ducker's property. I love it because it's super silver. It's a little more compact than my local type. And then it has this fairly showy Tinkerbell flower, but that is rude. It's so good. This is my own local type. So this one I got from right here on the property, and I've just been propagating it around. This is Heuchera marantha. I don't know the species, but it's a crevice alum root is the common name. So it's a bigger, giganticer foliage, exact same species, so it's so weird how different it is. Giganticer foliage, giganticer clump, way taller of a flower spike, not any more showy, but just bigger. So it'll have a white with a tiny bit of pink in it. And then here, speaking of genetic diversity, this one expresses more silver. But so the beauty of having your local type is that it's already evolved to work with your local environmental conditions. However, there's a really good argument to be made for including some local types to your region that are not quite your own local type. As the weather pattern shifts a little bit, for instance, here in California, the weather pattern has shifted northward. So Northern California's old weather pattern is like Oregon's new weather pattern, and our Northern California or Bay Area pattern is much more like Central Coast, and LA's climate is a lot more like the Mojave Desert. So there is some wisdom in including local types or even species that were not normally this far north, but may now do better here. And ultimately, having a collection of genetic diversity is always going to be better than having less biodiversity, less diversity. So definitely include your local type, but then also it's not the worst idea to include local types and maybe regional species or regional types that are more representative of the new climate to your area. See what happens.